Alright, so you're having some issues with your glute ham raises. This is a common problem with people who are new to glute ham raises, or people who are, let's say, super heavyweight people. What I'm doing when I'm seeing your videos is I'm seeing you not come all the way up. And I've pulled my hamstring a couple days ago. I'm not for sure if I can do a glute ham raise, although I'm sure I'm absolutely going to try. So I'll go ahead and superimpose a photo of me doing glute ham raises. This is the position that I do want to see you in at the top. I do need to see you come all the way up like this. This is a motion that carries over to your squat, to your box squat, to your deadlifts, pretty much all strongman events. This is very similar to the position you're going to be in when loading an Atlas stone, tire flip. It has all kinds of applications and carryover abilities. But you have to get all the way up into that position. You have to get into the position to where you feel the hamstrings and the glutes completely squeezing. And there are a lot of different ways to do that. We can set up a lot of, we call them cheater ways. I don't know how you want to say that, making the movement easier. One of the first things we can do, well, what I'm seeing most people not do is not making a full swing out of things. Let me go ahead and see if I can get into position, see if my leg will let me get into position. So I want to get this out to you today as quickly as possible so you have a chance. I can feel my hamstring pulling just setting up. Obviously this is a high-tech ham raise machine. You can't buy one of these just anywhere. I keep my sources secret when it comes to this high-tech equipment. But somehow people began saying you need to stop here on the glute ham raise. I don't get that. Go all the way down, especially on the first one. Come all the way down. Feel my back decompress from the box squats and the good mornings. Let your back relax. Take a second, stretch. Start from here and let yourself swing. Oh, me, this one up right, my hamstring doesn't rip. Get a good swing going at the bottom. And I'm just going to run that rep a few more times, save my hamstring. But let yourself get that swing from the bottom and come all the way up. Even the way we look at the deadlift, or really any kind of lift, the same way you do a punch, a kick, everything fires in sequence, one thing after another. So when you're deadlifting, at least when I'm deadlifting, the first thing that fires is my abs, and I get the bar moving or my body moving one direction or the other. I go from relaxed to sitting down and back into position, abs pushed out, hamstrings contract to bring it off the floor. So there's no reason to turn this into a concentration curl for the hamstring. There's no reason this has to be a concentration curl from the hamstring. If you had someone with an injured bicep, or say you only had a 50-pound dumbbell or a 40-pound dumbbell in your gym, and the person had to do concentration bicep curls, it's a good chance they either can't do it or they're going to injure themselves in the process. So find ways to make it easier so they can still do the movement and still feel it. Maybe that means they have to cheat a little bit, or maybe they can use some bands if they're still attached. Maybe they can use some bands to get them started. I have clients do this all the time. If the glute ham raise is portable, it's absolutely ideal that you can set up the glute ham raise inside the power rack, and you could hook the bands somewhere above the power rack and let it hang down to where it kind of comes under your arms and lifts you up with it. If that's not an option, I'll try to put a video of that in here as well. I've got a client that's really, really proficient at doing those. If that is not an option, you can try a billion different variations of setting up bands attached to the foot plate somewhere. I don't know if you want to bring this across your shoulders, you want to crisscross it, suspenderize it, however you want to do it, but something that's going to pull you up a little bit. And of course, if you use the swinging motion as well, it pulls you up. But don't forget, you need to go all the way up, just like you've got to be in this position. If you don't get in this position, it defeats the purpose. If you're stopping right here, that's not hamstring. You're not getting the squeeze. You need to get all the way up here. I can feel my hamstrings really on fire. Oh, don't let it cramp. So just because the textbook glute ham raise that Mr. or Mrs. Powerlifter on Instagram post is this flat, perfect concentration curl type thing, doesn't mean it's the only way it can be done, and it does not mean it's the best way for you, especially if you're just starting, and especially if you're not able to do one yet. Use the bands, swing your body up in sequence, and slowly but surely work your way to a full glute ham raise. Hope this helps, man. Talk to you soon.